the new wave of professional wrestling, Capital Wrestling.
Wow, is that allowed?
Wow, is that allowed?
Come on.
Wow, is that allowed?
Come on, guys. Come on.
Wow,
you're
Okay.
All right.
Griff.
Why are you touching my face?
I need to get fried again.
What?
I gotta get fried.
Fried again, though.
Fried.
Bro. What do you mean?
Jimmy Rave,
What?
his knee.
What?
There's something in it. I need to get fried again.
You mean
I
need to
need
get
to
concussed again?
No.
That's what happened to you. You didn't get
No,
fried. You got
no.
concussed, my dude.
Bro, I'm pretty sure I was frizzed.
So like, how sure? How sure?
Yeah, how sure are you?
I don't know. Do rainbows look real?
All right, he got fried.
I was fried.
He got fried.
Whatever you
Rainbows
say.
do
Whatever
look
you say, my guy. I think you need to go to a doctor. or
Yeah,
something.
seriously.
Tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
Tonight.
touching me a lot today.
Tonight.
You're touching me a lot.
I am chasing 1, 2 highs.
Too high.
Too high.
Two highs.
Okay,
highs.
what highs are you chasing?
That capital strap
Okay, that's pretty
All
good.
right.
Okay, fair enough.
All
fair enough,
right.
fair enough, okay.
and the secret to Jimmy Rave's knee, because I need to get fried again. I need to get fried. I need to get fried again.
Bro, why DMB slaps and we taking the straps?
That was
Crazy.
fire.
Let's get these straps. Let's get these straps.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Capital Wrestling. Conspicuous by his absence, Harry Turjanian, who was talking with Ron Stone.
It's very simple, Ron. I need a sixth man for that scramble. You know why? Because odd numbers don't test well. People like a nice even number.
I got the perfect guy for you. He's hungry, he needs direction, but I think this would be the perfect fit for him. Dave Reed, be the perfect sixth man for your scramble.
Yeah, cool. You got it?
Got it. I got it. I'll get him for you right now.
Yeah, do it. Just do it.
I got you.
Everyone's always got a story for me. That's the whole thing. I just asked them to make a whatever.
This week's edition of Capital Wrestling Television is brought to you by the home of the Capital Wrestling Podcast, the El Toro Podcast Network. Whether it's Capital Wrestling, the world of professional wrestling, or the world of informational technology, El Toro's Podcast has you covered. Follow them on Twitter at El Toro's Podcast, or subscribe right now on Google Podcast, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher Radio, Podbay FM, or on Apple Podcast.
Are you in need of a lawyer who will fight for you? Well, EDA Law will go off the top rope for you and your needs. Pro wrestling veteran Eric Anderson has brought his no-nonsense approach from the ring to the courtroom. The New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer and his team focuses on business law, criminal defense, and representing members of the pro wrestling industry. For more information, head on over to edalaw.com. That's edalaw.com. EDA Law, for those in the law who wrestled, know how to wrestle the law.
You know, been trying to get a hold of my bestest friend, the mofo. But he's not returning my calls, doesn't answer a text, even thought about sending a carrier pigeon. But the man is pretty much unreachable. And because of the man's downward spiral, his lust, his greed, his addiction, the Beau Show has had to make a tough choice. The NRA is no more. Because the bad thing about being the last of anything is soon there is nothing left at all. But there's good news. The Beau Show must go on. And in 2019, the Beau Show, the main attraction, takes center stage, like he always should have been. And there is not a man walking God's green earth that can prove me wrong. But if you don't know by now, let me remind you that it's my show.
Hey, sorry about that. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Capital Wrestling. Excuse me, let me get in my chair here. Move over, Steven. What's the matter with you?
As we just saw Harry with Ron Starr just a little while ago.
Yeah, that's correct, Steven.
Not even here to start the show.
Well, listen, as the owner, I wear a lot of hats, okay?
Out of Pocosin, Virginia, the Beau Show, Beau Crockett.
Here we are for this scramble matchup to figure out the #1 contender. And again, I'm sorry I wasn't here, but like I said, I wear a lot of hats. I know you just have that one because you're bald, but I mean, I wear a lot of hats.
Wish you'd wear a mask.
What's that? What's that for?
You're ugly.
Oh, geez.
Your face bothers me.
You shouldn't talk to your boss that way. Anyway, I'm so excited about this match. I don't care.
You have to pay someone.
We'll look into that. Is that still happening?
You charged me for my Christmas gift.
As we see already in the ring, Beau Crockett.
Beau Crockett, Jimmy Rave of the Danger Sanctuary.
There we go. And
fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he is the lucky one, Dave Reed.
And Dave Reed added here because we were short here. It was supposed to be a five-way scramble, but as I told you before, I tested, odd numbers don't do well with people in the viewing numbers. They like even numbers here, so we added.
And their opponent.
I had Ron Starr go find somebody. He chose Dave Reed. Let's see what happens here. But here from Young, Dumb, and Broke. Look at that. Listen to that awesome trap music.
Stop dancing.
What? I like to move. Jordan Oliver.
Jordan Oliver out here with the rest of Young, Dumb, and Broke.
Jordan Oliver.
Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, accompanied to the ring by Charlie Tiger, Ellis Taylor, Griffin McCoy, and Valentina, representing Young, Dumb, and Broke, the Sauce God, Jordan Oliver. And their opponent.
And again, a huge opportunity for someone like Jordan Oliver, who's been making a name for himself here, but this would be a big deal for him to be the #1 contender for the Capital Wrestling Championship.
That Capital Wrestling Championship, of course, being defended next week on Capital Wrestling as Ken Dixon will take on the Bad Apple and new Capital Wrestling champion, Matt McIntosh.
Fighting out of San Francisco, California, lights, Jaxon Stone, everybody.
Jaxon Stone here. Did Zach Amico not give you the dossier?
Look, I'm sorry. I was wearing those goggles that Corey Castle put on my face. You'll see it.
What do you guys do privately in the privacy of your own dressing room?
I've been under the tulips with a danger thing, healing some things, but I had a little bit of a flu, Anyway, it doesn't matter. Look, this is a colossal match here, tremendous match here. A six-way scramble to determine a number one contender. And this ring is full of all different variations of the Capital roster here. You got young talent like Oliver here. You got veterans like Dave Reed, Beau Crockett, a younger talent.
Jimmy Rave,
a legend in the indie scene. Any one of these men here, it's their opportunity now to see if they could be the number one contender for the Capital Wrestling Championship.
Oh man, that sucked, dude.
And right now,
Reed, the lucky one.
And already Beau Crockett doing a little bit to stretch out there, maybe buying himself some time.
Well, all these men in this ring bring different skills to the table, but all of them no stranger to high stakes. While some might be more experienced than others, everyone is here in the Capitol to become champion. Everyone is here to push their boundaries. And right now, the lucky one pushing around Beau Crockett.
And Dave Reed, he could be the lucky one. He wasn't even supposed to be in this match. The reason I mentioned Stephen Clayton, he was slotted for this match. Unfortunately, due to injuries, he is not able to compete tonight. And, you know, that slot went to Dave Reed. I went to Ron Starr, who seems to want to be involved. I don't know if he's so eager.
Standing suplex by Dave Reed
to try to make matches. So I said, find somebody to fill the slot if you feel so frisky.
Getting Jimmy Rave up and over.
And how much would it mean for Dave Reed to come away with this the number one contender after, oh, look at that.
Jaxon Stone in.
And now Jordan Oliver taking advantage here.
Jaxon Stone countering. Oliver ducked underneath, one of the hottest prospects in Capital Wrestling and in professional wrestling as a whole.
You can see the athleticism of these two. Oh!
Knee catches Oliver flush. Big boot by Stone.
Jaxon Stone, again, you can see the
Beau Crockett, high knee right on the chin.
Beau Crockett taking advantage. You can see the lack of veteran experience there. Turning his back in the middle of the scramble.
And Beau Crockett, he might be a youngster in this game, but he is no stranger to Capital Wrestling, one of the longest tenured members of the Capital Wrestling roster, and having considerable wars with the colossal Mike Law.
Absolutely, and you know, also learning from the, ooh, look at that.
Beautiful
learning
suplex.
from the NRA, the National Wrestling Alliance. He's got a lot, he's a younger talent, but he's got a veteran's mentality. So here we go, Jordan Oliver. That's the danger of these matches. The second you're done, you think you have a moment to rest, and out of nowhere, someone like Jordan Oliver pops. Look at that, look at the quickness. Going for a German suplex cover.
Had the pin, but it was broken up. And I noticed conspicuous by his absence is the...
oh, look at this. Look at these maneuvers here.
Sorry, my mic cut out there for a moment. Conspicuous by his absence is the number one contender for the Capital Wrestling Sapphire Television Championship. Timmy Danger, not out here helping his Danger Sanctuary member. Go figure.
Well, maybe he feels he doesn't need... Some people don't necessarily need healing all the time. You know, Jimmy Rave is a veteran of this business. He's the man who many people say made CM Punk. I mean, the number of legends that he's wrestled. Ring of Honor, New Japan, TNA, Impact. He's been all over the world. He doesn't need help. I'll tell you he's going to need some help. So Dave Reed over here as Beau Crockett steps in. And Beau Crockett smartly looking into the corner. He's going to go after Dave Reed, but then he sees Jimmy Rave in the corner, takes him out. And look at this now. Dave Reed, again, this is the ultimate underdog story for Dave Reed. Wasn't supposed to be in this match.
Getting Beau Crockett over. Dave Reed looking to turn his
I'll tell you,
luck
look at
into
that.
opportunity.
And Jaxon Stone, another person who could really, oh wow, that knee.
Rave catching him.
And again, the danger of this match. But Jaxon Stone going for a quick cover. And look at this, now on the outside, a dangerous position for both these men.
Both men exchanging chops. A spit right in the face, catches him. Hiranagi. Diving through the middle rope. is Jordan Oliver. Like you said before, Harry, I hate to give you credit for something, but
Go for it.
But you can't take a breather in a multi-man matchup like this.
You cannot, especially with the caliber of athletes in this competition. Again, we got all different ranges. Young stars like Jordan Oliver, who's going to be the future of this business. Look at that.
Flipping back in, catches him. Ducks underneath. Another kick cover. 1, 2, 2 count. Beau Crockett back in.
And look at this, a massive humanity inside and outside of the ring. And look at this now. Now Beau Crockett hoping to put away. The fans shouting cancel because they don't want to see the Beau show. That's not up to them.
It's going to take more than a cheer to put away the Beau show, excuse me. Referring to his running buddy there for a moment.
Well, the
Memphis by his accent
has been absent as of late. Listen, you know, the Mofo hasn't been the same since his encounter with Sonny Kiss. Let's be honest. There's a lot of strange things transpiring in it. Again, of all the roster members I have to deal with, he's the strangest. I didn't want to tell you what's on his outgoing message. It's horrifying. And I have to call Smiley and Juba every week.
Something that's not strange is a familiar position for Jimmy Rave.
Oh, no, look at
Superplex! Drives him down, but splash!
Jaxon Stone, look at the strength, just lifting him up with one arm.
Fall away slam. All three of these men decimated. Only 2 men left standing right now.
And now, Jaxon Stone, again, a relative newcomer here in Capital Wrestling. What a way to debut.
But wait a minute, Beau going up top.
Oh, a phenomenal
with the big
drop
elbow.
here.
Cover 1, 2, 2 count only. And Beau Crockett was this close to becoming the #1 contender for the Capital Wrestling Championship. Now we'll find out later tonight whether it will be Ken Dixon or Matt McIntosh. I'm sorry, next week.
Yeah, get your thoughts together. But I don't think it matters to any of these 6 competitors. All that matters is being #1 here. Who can survive this chaos? I mean, just no one person has had full control. Look at these two go back and forth.
And on the outside, from the outside,
Jordan Oliver
went to catch him for that cutter again.
And again, Jaxon Stone
impaled on Jaxon Stone's knee. But Beau Show dragged him through that lariat, short arm clothesline.
Again, an old traditional territorial move, but Jimmy Rave going for the enziguri, but Jordan Oliver caught it instead.
That LSKnee.
The LSKnee hitting Jordan Oliver.
Jordan Oliver going.
Here is your winner.
And getting tagged here.
And #1 contender for the Capital Wrestling Championship, Jimmy Rave.
What was Jordan Oliver doing there?
He was
getting in the way of it.
He was trying to, you know, again, these 6-man scrambles can be nuts. He just needed to get involved, hoping to stop the LSD, but instead he took it full front, right in the face, and now Jimmy Rave is the #1 contender for the Capital Wrestling Championship.
That must be the dumb and young, dumb and broke. I don't know how smart that is, getting nailed by the new #1 contender for the Capital Wrestling Championship.
Are you in need of a lawyer who will fight for you? Well, EDA Law will go off the top rope for you and your needs. Pro wrestling veteran Eric Anderson has brought his no-nonsense approach from the ring to the courtroom. The New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer and his team focuses on business law, criminal defense, and representing members of the pro wrestling industry. For more information, head on over to edalaw.com. That's edalaw.com. EDA Law, for those in the law who wrestled, know how to wrestle the law. It's time for the fabulous finish of the week, sponsored by To Be the Man.
Into the ladder.
My
That's gotta
God.
be it. Cover. 1, 2, 3 count.
The future for the AOC is anything but soft and delicate. It is chaotic.
That was the fabulous finish, sponsored by To Be the Man. Available on Amazon.com.
Citizens of the Capitol, Zane Decker here at the Capitol Control Center. After having a stranglehold on the Capitol Wrestling Women's Championship for nearly a year, Ariela Nyx retained her title against Corinne Mink in controversial fashion. We were able to catch up to the champion and poor Siobhan. Here's what they had to say.
February 2nd, also known as Groundhog's Day. The day when a man forces a defenseless little animal to participate in a ritual for our entertainment. Will it be 6 more weeks of winter? I'm sure a woman could give you a better prediction. And what I predict is that the Capitol Wrestling Women's Champion and the answer to your prayers, Miss Ariela Nyx, will defeat the self-proclaimed native beast, Nyla Rose, for your entertainment.
Nyla Rose, where have you been? Have you been hiding in the dirt, 6 weeks of winter? Are you getting this title shot because it's Groundhog Day and you look like one? I don't know where you've been, but I promise you when I'm done with you, I'm gonna send you right back there.
And it will be something Nyla can relive over and over and over.
Will the returning native beast, Nyla Rose, end Ariela's reign of terror? Find out at Watch Your Step, February 2nd in Hoboken, New Jersey. And stay here at the Capitol Control Center for all of your updates.
Oh, look at...
Wait a minute.
It's DeJuan O Neil, the man who's made it a habit of showing up at the most inopportune times for the men he destroys single-handedly. And unfortunately, the lucky one is not going to be so lucky because DeJuan O Neil seems to have his sights set on Dave Reed.
The human concrete crusher. Look at that man, chiseled from marble.
A perfect specimen if there ever was one.
Dave Reed needs to get out of there.
And now DeJuan O Neil kind of marking his territory here.
Dave Reed almost had him up.
Oh, there we go, DeJuan O Neil. Look at that fist. And DeJuan O Neil just trying to make a statement here in Capitol Wrestling.
Ooh. Greetings from Boston, nailed.
And this is what I'm talking about. I like seeing there's somebody coming in, seizing the moment.
Trying to get Dave Reed up.
No, can he? Maybe Dave Reed's not sure. Can DeJuan O Neil
both of these men, big guys, has him up. And down goes Dave Reed. Not so lucky right now is the lucky one. And once again, DeJuan O Neil cutting a swath of destruction, doing whatever he wants, whenever he wants, and this time the victim is Dave Reed. Harry, you got to get all this under control.
Well, listen, personally, I like what I'm seeing here. I like people trying to grab that brass ring, trying to grab the bull by the horn. DeJuan O Neil wants to send a message that he's the man here in Capitol Wrestling. It's a hell of a way to send that message. And unfortunately for Dave Reed, he sits there. Not only does he not become the #1 contender for the Capitol Wrestling Championship, now he lays in a pile of ash here. Speaking of #1 contenders for the Capitol Wrestling Championship, we get ready for next week's championship match between Ken Dixon, the former champion, and Matt McIntosh. Let's go to Ken Dixon to hear what he had to say leading into the matchup.
What is this man thinking? What does he feel? What will he do next? Psychological warfare aims at vital targets, thoughts, emotions, opinions, attitudes. It attempts to influence behavior by the planned use of propaganda.
You think that I'm just some kind of toothless white trash? Chief, you don't know me that well. See, the history of violence is not just about physical violence, even though that's my favorite part. The history of violence is about finding your flaws and exploiting them.
And in time of war, psychological warfare is used to support the accomplishment of a military mission.
People talk about the great capital me more. That's just another day at the office. And what I did was I found your flaws, Matt McIntosh, and tonight, because I'm in your head, it's gonna make it that much easier for me to get in your head. I leave 2018 the same way I walked in, Capital Wrestling Champion, because whether you like it or not, violence always finds a way.